MTD CNC, bringing you the latest engineering news, reviews, events and special offers via video media.
Adrian, why have they selected MIND HyperMILL to actually program this part?
Well, look at the complexity of the part. It's a very interesting part. You know, this part has been turned, and then from that stock of the turning, we're actually milling the component.
And all of this programming is done offline, is it?
It can be, yes, certainly. In this case, we are doing the milling on this stage as we speak now. So they're halfway through the milling, and later we're on the lower part of the engine case.
And so what's the benefit? What's the benefit to actually programming this offline? Obviously, I can see you don't want to have downtime on the machine, but other than that?
Certainly here it's a large part, so it's very important that you keep the airtime down to a minimum. What I mean by that is the spindle is always engaged, or the tool is always engaged on the part cutting material. And that's much easier to do on an offline system.
So, by using HyperMILL, you can actually reduce the cycle time by minimising the time that the tool's not cutting?
Absolutely. In this particular part, we're using a method, I mean, a lot of people call it in the industry trochoidal machining. In this case, we're doing it in 5-axis, which is a little bit unique in the marketplace. So we're able to use this high-performance roughing techniques on a 5-axis component.
And this particular part, it is obviously quite a complex part. Is there a cycle time to this part, or more importantly, how long would it take to program a part like this using HyperMILL?
The programming isn't that long. A lot of features on here. Again, with the part this size, the program could be secondary, but the part security is more important. It could be that there's been a lot of work that's gone into this part prior to machining, and the part is already expensive when it gets onto the machine. So in this case, part security is really important, and it could be just a one-off or a two-off in a batch. So
you're minimising the risk of potentially having a scrapper, for example?
Absolutely. I mean, the last thing you want to do if you've got a £20,000 worth of component on there is to have one on the floor which is scrap component. So every one counts. So it's important that even if it's a one-off, the one-off is good.
And is it hard to program? This is what would be in my mind. All right, the part's quite complex. The machine's obviously sophisticated. Alarm bells, is it going to be difficult to actually program?
Personally, I don't think so. You know, with HyperMILL, we do train our users how to use the software. Obviously, there's a variety of skills with the users that come to OpenMind and get trained. But certainly, this is possible in a very short time to program with HyperMILL.
So with this, is there a sort of time that it would take to program this?
No, I mean, really, after a very, very short training session, you're able to start work on parts. It doesn't matter really on the complexity of a simple 2D component or something as large as this. It's just a question of taking one step at a time and using HyperMILL to program these parts.
And is CAD/CAM for everybody? Is HyperMILL for everybody? Is there an audience? Who's it not good for?
Engineers love it. Yeah, I mean, if you have a certain mindset, if you like a challenge, you're methodical in the way you work, CAM is a nice tool. It enables you to overcome these challenges in solving problems.
So really, if we're looking at cycle time reduction, minimising the risk on components, keeping the machine running continuously, whether it be a complex part or a simple part, HyperMILL could be the way forward. Yeah,
absolutely, and don't forget the tool life as well. I mean, it's very important to maximise the strategy, so you're not burning through carbide trying to machine these parts. You want the strategies and the tool paths to be as efficient as possible, so that you can get the maximum out of the tools to get obviously the cost down on the tooling side as well.
Brilliant, Adrian. Thanks for your time.
No problem.
For more videos, products and news, go to mtdcnc.com or follow MTD Online on Twitter.